Okay, the third type in reading is you have to look at the following items, match each item with the group which first invented or used, and so it is matching type questions. Now you have to choose the correct letter A to E in the boxes 7 to 10. 7 to 10 items are given, and you have to write who invented or who used it for the first time. Chinese, then A, Indians, then B. If it's British, then C. If it is Arabs, then D. If it is Americans, then E. So we have to concentrate only on the question that this black powder was first invented or used by. Rest of the information you can neglect in these type of questions. So you just mark your keywords: black powder, rocket propelled arrows for fighting, rocket as war weapons, and the rocket launcher. So just read this passage. The invention of rockets is linked inextricably with the invention of black powder. तो रॉकेट की इन्वेंशन इससे लिंक है बहुत अच्छी तरह with the invention of black powder. Most historians of technology credit the Chinese with this discovery. Chinese ने invent किया black powder, so first answer will be Chinese. That is, the option is A in black powder. Second is rocket propelled arrows for fighting. They base their belief on studies of Chinese writing or on notebooks of early Europeans who settled in, made long visits to China to study history and civilization. Okay, it is probable that sometime in 10th century, black powder was first compounded from its basic ingredients. ये तो black powder की बात कर रहा, but this does not mean that it was immediately used to propel rockets. By 13th century, powder-propelled fire arrows had become rather common. The Chinese relied on this type of technological development to produce incendiary projectiles of many sorts, explosive grenades, and possibly cannons to repel their enemies. One such weapon was a basket of fire, or directly translated from Chinese, the arrows like flying leopards. So here is the answer: the rocket propelled arrows for fighting. So it will be again Chinese. Arrows like flying leopards. So ये information अब छोड़ दो, this is technical detail about that weapon. Another weapon was the arrow as a flying saber, which could be fired from crossbows. The rocket placed in similar position to other rocket-propelled arrows were designed to increase the range. So ये सारा चाइनीज के इन्वेंशन है. ब्लैक पाउडर चाइनीज ने फर्स्ट टाइम यूज किया या इन्वेंट किया. And then a small iron. This is basically the design of that rocket propelled arrow. Not important, so we have found the answer. Move on to next. The third was rocket as war weapons. It was not until the 18th century that Europe became seriously interested in possibilities of using rocket itself as a weapon of war and not just to propel other weapons. So ये देखिए यहाँ पे यूरोप इंटरेस्टेड था, लेकिन अभी ये आंसर नहीं है कि यूरोप ने इन्वेंट किया या फर्स्ट टाइम यूज किया. Prior to this, rockets were used only in pyrotechnic display. The incentive for more aggressive use of rockets came not from within the European continent, but far away India, whose leaders had built up a corps of rocketeers and used rockets successfully against the British in the late 18th. So answer will be India. India ने first time use किया against British. The Indian rockets used against British were described by British captains serving in India as an iron envelop. ये उसकी technical detail है, doesn't matter. The British ये उसकी technical detail British ने बाद में develop किया. The Americans developed a rocket complete with its own launcher. The rocket with a launcher will be American. This 10th answer will be E. First is A, second is A, third is B, fourth is E. इस तरीके से इन्फॉर्मेशन ढूंढनी है आपने. ओके.